Het heeft er alle schijn van dat Vholran op ons wacht. Hier achter deze deur. Er zijn 2 kisten en er is een lift. Gold gel. Omega elixier. Rooftop corridor. We gaan naar boven. Hij is op het dak. Daar is een ster. Hier is ook een healing location. En er zijn loodjes.
So if Vholran is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
Dat lijkt
He
me
and Alfie
inderdaad
couldn't be
een
any
goede
more
aanname.
different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hoodle. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
Nog meer loodjes? Nee. Wel hieltjes. A mysterious power. Ja. En dan is het tijd. Er lijkt hier een gang te zijn, door het water heen. Zie je dat? Ik zie een gang. Er is ook een filmpje.
This area is the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't
Dit
let
is waar het
Vholran
gaat
treat
gebeuren.
people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
Shion. Geen woorden maar daden, denkt Shion. Oh, ik mag nog wel handmatig de deur openmaken, dat scheelt. Dus go time. Daar zit hij, op de troon.
We've come for you, Vholran!
10 soldaten. En Vholran.
Did you really come all this way? Just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard!
Ze verdwijnen.
He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions.
Hij heeft geen ambities.
Since the beginning, everything was mine to control.
Met zijn ijzerzwaard.
Your life.
Daar gaan we. Lord Vholran, Insigneri.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
A lonely, watery glade is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life from your body myself.
So all this,
Hij praat heel stoer, maar
sacrificing those people,
ja, ik ben wel een beetje bang.
all just for your own satisfaction, to help pass the time.
I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you.
I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Vholran, and free those you've enslaved.
Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
Als ik mijn dodges een beetje kan timen, dan kan ik hem daar misschien mee verrassen.
Entertain me.
Zie je dat? Hij slaat heel veel vooral. Hij is een actieve man. Kijk, dan gaat hij liggen, dan kan ik hem snel damagen. Oh, ja, dat hurt zeker, ja.
Not today!
Kijk, dat was een timely dodge.
He just won't stay still. If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down. Prepare to be healed.
Let me help. Great! Feel. Whirlwind fire. If it's in the sky, it's fine. I never miss.
We hebben hem gepint. Lekker, lekker.
Do we get him?
He's open. Let's go. Follow there. Now you see what I can do.
Hier, dit is lekkere damage voor je. Oh. Oh, lekker een healing circle. Wat een goede attack is het toch ook.
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
Is that it?
Here I come!
Let's keep planning.
Now this is
This looks
enjoyable.
bad. We've got to stop him.
Hij charged een attack. Tidal wave. Die lijkt ik wel aardig gedodged te hebben.
Are you ready to entertain me?
Host. Lex Talionis.
Eyes on the
Oh.
ground! Here it comes!
Don't take your attention off him either.
De hele grond is water. Er zijn allemaal tornado's van water.
This one's mine. That's what I needed.
Eat dirt!
Lightning I'll bring you back from death. I'll bring you back from death. Holy land!
Can't get out of this.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation! Stand in the way!
Oh.
Feel! Will this help? More with that hit from there! Healing circle!
Healing circle, ja, dat helpt zeker.
Illuminate the dark! Here goes! Not on my watch! Healing circle!
Nog een healing circle.
Now you see what I can do.
Ik sla je in je gezicht.
I'll tear you apart.
Hut. Dodge Romania.
In a bind, all good things come to an end.
Far enough!
Take this!
Hij charge weer iets.
Take that. Just like
Where
that.
are you going?
Hij zit ook al in zijn laatste HP-balkje.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Enjoy.
Hij zit al in zijn laatste HP-balkje. Zie je anders bijna dood. Healing circle, lekker.
You'll pay for that!
Hij ligt hier weer vulnerable te zijn.
Now this is enjoyable.
Wat doet hij? Dragon Swarm.
Fool.
Not today!
Far enough.
Hij charge weer iets. Dan gaat hij weer met zijn Lex Talionis. Dat deed hij net ook al een keer. Een gevaarlijke attack. Sion is dood. Wat staat hier? Restores 1 LS HP. Sion, hier. Je moet leven, Sion. Daar gaat hij. Daar gaat hij. Daar is zijn waterzwaard. Zijn waterzwaard vliegt weg. Hij heeft een ijshand.
It's all over. Vholran.
Er komt nog steeds 2, denk ik.
Put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
Hij heeft ook dat ding in zijn oog. Van de Lord. De hele toren ontploft. De hele toren ontploft.
No, that's... How can this be? If Alvin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Vholran has that crest as well?
And if Vholran's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Ja.
Bow before your sovereign.
Sovereign Vholran.
What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being your own sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that.
Hij is jaloers dat wij ook de Sovereign zijn en hij ook.
Sin. You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is the power to care only for domination. We never asked for the rule. No one did. What do I care? Your want. You are but a mote dust in the light.
Alvin!
I'm through taking orders from time.
Kijk hoeveel attacks hij doet.
I can carve through one. I really owe you one.
Healing Circle, ja, die heb ik nodig. Dankjewel, Sion. Hij blijft allemaal lijpe distance attacks op mij doen.
Try harder. Not a
I never miss.
Wat een gevaarlijke man.
Raging cascade!
Law is dood.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Lightning orb! Where that came from?
Law is still revive.
Here! More for the stockpile! Thunder field! More where that came from!
Flaming start is yours to be let free. All shall bow before me.
Where are you going?
Far enough.
Lightning is running! Illuminate the dark! Holy land!
Unleash lightning.
Rocket show!
Take this.
And again! Lightning! Down tower!
Come on, roll now.
Kijk hoe gaaf dit wordt. Hij heeft mij gesapt. Mijn CP is op. Ik heb CP nodig. Restore 60% CP. Anders kunnen mijn teammates geen attacks meer doen. Hij begint voor zichzelf te denken. Lekker dude. Voor jezelf denken. Goede tactiek. Oh, hij gooit een ijsblok in mijn bek. Control plus 2. U verslaat ijs.
Look sharp.
Laat die tiger blade.
Know your place. Kneel before your sovereign. He's about to attack.
Hij gaat iets doen.
We need to stop him. All others shall be banished.
Finish Eternam. Oh, is.
In a bind.
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
True power of a sovereign. Hij heeft wel lijpe attacks, dat geef ik toe.
That's my deal.
Shut him down.
Where are you going?
Ik zit vast in het ijs. Ik zit vast. Ik moet weg. Ik kan niet bewegen. Oh, de healing circle. Oh, shield. Wat een heldin. Ik kan niet bewegen. Ik ben bevroren. Misslaan, goede tactiek. Ik ben geschokt, ik moet weg. Healing circle, lekker.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Met een flaming swing. Hij leeft nog steeds. En wij zijn ook de Sovereign. Allebei. Oeh, die was raak. Die was raak.
Come on now. What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing? The throne! Everything finally belongs to me! I have seen the powers. Moves over and crushes those who fall at his feet. Our next!
Lekker hoor. En zijn ijshand smelt. Hij verbrandt van binnenuit.
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so.
En nu? Nu hebben we alle stenen. En nu?
There. We finally collected all of the master cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the master cores together in one place should form.
Die laatste mensenkoor die zit nog
So,
in
now we put
Sion.
Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
Sion? Het gaat gebeuren.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Wat? Die assistent.
What? Sion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The master cores!
Die assistent heeft er al die tijd iets mee te maken gehad.
Is that darkness? A dark master core?
Ja, dat is het.
Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
What do you think you're doing?
Wie is die vrouw?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
En er ligt nog 1 mastercore daar op tafel.
Over? No. It's only just begun.
Worden we nou gesequelbait? We worden gesequelbait. Zij is weer thuis. Bij de kat. Dat is die vijand. Er zijn heel veel vijanden. Lijkt een beetje op Control daar. Er wordt nog samen gestreden. Mooie muziek ook. Sion, de nieuwe maiden. Het trouwen. Elfen en Sion. Wat een romantiek. Dit was het?
A month has passed.
A month has passed.
For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Harros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The 2 sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Vholran's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Daar staan we dan.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was
Citizens
coming to talk to
petition.
you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence?
Ja.
It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Oké.
Right. Got it.
Nieuwe skills. We zijn toch klaar? Sarah. Ik denk nu, we zijn toch klaar? The party disbanded.
Shion's been hanging out in the observatory.
Find Shion
Let's see if she's up
op de rooftop. Find Shion op de rooftop. Oh, hier kan ik nu heen. Dit was eerst afgesloten. Het is gelukt, Shion. Geen thorns meer.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Vholran. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Shion has joined the party.
Hey, Shion.
Lordje.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Head to the meeting point in Pelagian level 3. Oké. Moet ik de lift weer pakken, denk ik. Daar is de deur. F, maar we moeten naar 3F stond. Eigenlijk moet ik gewoon erbij. Leroy!
Guess I misread the landing.
Main tower. Nee. Naar buiten wil ik. Dat is daar. Entrance. We gaan naar buiten. Medewerkers. Medewerkers. Hier nog meer medewerkers. Hier staat Doalim. Die heeft vast nog wat te melden.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Vholran. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Vholran's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
Dat
You mean
wisten wij
about
niet.
the Renis Alma?
Nee.
Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers. Particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was... different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
Yo, Halim,
I
let's join
heard
the
we are all
party.
to meet at the castle entrance.
The Red Woman. Nou, dan zijn we hier voor de deur. Hier staat de rest. Ja.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
Het honger.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what
Ja,
are you doing
goeie
with
vraag.
them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to
Omdat
bring
ze
your
dat gewend
rations?
zijn waarschijnlijk.
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
Companion has rejoined the party.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
Nog een lordje.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Vholran's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate?
Nog meer.
Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Vholran's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about.
Nog meer loodjes.
Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Oké. En nu? Look for the food thief in Delpharis Castle. Maar dit is Delpharis Castle, daar moeten we heen. Ik kan daar niet naartoe fast travelen. Hier wel.
Gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Food thief.
Yeah, you've got.
Zou het iemand zijn die we kennen?
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Dit is een soldaat.
Very well.
Well.
Hey.
Pardon me.
Lord Vholran, hij valt me aan.
What the hell?
Wat?
Do you guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. I must think we're just Danins from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Vholran soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Wat is deze? Mijn party is ook weer anders. Omdat ik eerder Doalim heb opgehaald dan die andere.
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory. Naturally.
Severing wind! Here I come! No escape!
Resonate with the earth!
Eat them!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Lightning orb!
You're mine!
Do it!
Wat een rare soldaat.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Ze hebben geen herinneringen.
Well...
Well?
How?
Ah.
Oh, wow!
So then,
Hij is de nieuwe baas.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Vholran.
actually, they were abiding Renin hierarchy. Not me personally.
Report back
Well, either
to
way,
Gagne.
solve the problem, and that's what counts.
Ik had toch eigenlijk na die bossfight wel een aftiteling verwacht, ook na dat filmpje. Ik kan niet over het randje springen.
I sure wish we could go on vacation.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for us to unwind a little for one.
Not like we've got the gall to spare for it, though.
Geld. Nou, we zijn er weer hoor. We kunnen iemand weer gelukkig maken.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renins tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Vholran's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Vholran.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renins here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renins. The Renins were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Gagne. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renins just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me.
But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Vholran was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Heros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Nog meer skills. Ik zit nog steeds in de gedachte, ik ben toch klaar. Kijk, wat is deze? Ik zit nog steeds in die gedachte, ik ben toch klaar. Maar ik ben blijkbaar niet klaar. Ik ontdek allemaal nieuwe dingen.
Glad that work's taken care of.
Check to
I don't
see
think we're
if there
done
are
just
any
yet.
other
I
problems.
want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
dan lijkt het erop. Ja, Vholran is knocked off his throne. We moeten toch voor de mensen blijven zorgen. Het lijkt er inderdaad op dat we nog niet klaar zijn. Maar ik ga toch deze video wel afsluiten. Nee, we gaan, dit zijn allemaal loose ends. Ik denk dat we gewoon klaar zijn hier hoor. We zijn gewoon klaar met Tales of Arise. We gaan dit avontuur afsluiten. En jullie zien in een nieuw avontuur. Dus ik wens jullie alweer een hele fijne dag. En graag tot een volgende keer. Joejoe.